This is one of the two hardware models that we're going to be releasing. This one is a fully capable instrument. It also has a MIDI out jack on the bottom here, 6 strings, buttons going all the way up to 17 frets. One of the most important things about Rock Band Pro Guitar and Rock Band Pro Bass, which I should say every song on the disc works with this in every mode. You put your hands down, you play the strings, and the game recognizes all that. So you don't have to look at your hands as much. So one of the most important things is the game will actually tell you where your hand is and what you just did at all times. It's one of the most important facets for people being able to learn guitar at the same time they're looking at a screen. And we actually have trainers all associated with this, so we can go from the very basics of plucking single notes to learning how to do power chords and full bar chords to doing crazy stuff. We have tapping and we have slides. We can take you all the way from nothing to being able to do that if you're willing to be patient and willing to take the time to learn. But you could also just stick on easy or stick on bass and just have a good time just plucking away at a few notes. And they're all the correct notes. You're playing what the people did in the position that they played it on each of these tracks.
Let me ask one question: does this totally flip to the side? Are the color codes gone? I mean, the other side, the top.
Oh yeah.
The color codes are gone, right?
Well, yeah. One of the things we realized early on is we can't have 17 different colors for 17 different frets, and then it's a matrix, right? If you multiply that by 16 times, or 6 times 17 is probably way too many colors for people to recognize. We tried many different derivations of how to do the track, fret relative or string relative, moving the hand around, and I think what we came out with is the most elegant solution proposed. What you're going to see on the screen is an orientation like this, where you see your biggest strings on the right and your small strings on the left. And as you're playing, you'll see numbers that come down that represents the fret you're supposed to do. We developed a whole language on top of that for chords, because chords is one of those things that's like, if you see it in a tablature, you might be able to pick it out, but maybe not in real time. So what we want to have people do is learn shapes of chords and learn names of chords, and then if you're really good, go beyond that, and you can learn stuff like arpeggiation and sliding chords and all kinds of crazy stuff. But the very basics, easy is only notes, medium adds in chords, and then it starts to go up from there.
Cool.
One of the things that's really exciting about this instrument is it's not as hard as you might expect. It's actually an experience that's akin to the first time you played Guitar Hero, the first time you played Rock Band drums. You can come in on easy and play, if you jumped into one of the easier songs, be playing right away. We're confident in this. We've actually had tests with people where they were able to do that. We've thrown them into the deep end. But on top of that, we have this thing in Rock Band 3 called the Career. The Career can help focus you into songs that make more sense and trainers that make more sense. Our audio team has actually done a series of tons of trainers for both keys and Pro Guitar and for drums. And in these lessons are musical tidbits and terminology, but primarily they're focused on getting you ready to play the game at that difficulty. Every song has its own trainer too, which is pretty interesting. So we pick out the interesting parts of the game for you to learn. On top of that, we actually determine in code how you should finger these chords. So one of the things we found out through focus testing was, we could show them what to play, but they might not know which fingers to use. And we do that in a nice, friendly way. And from our experience, playing easy and coming in for the first time is not that different from playing drums for the first time, especially if you take our new modes into consideration. We had people come in and, it was amazing because we saw people come from nothing to an hour and a half later being able to do moving power chords on 2 strings, which is the basis of rock. And if you're interested in this, I think you'll really get a kick out of it. And if you ever had any aspirations of connecting with the music anymore, on guitar or on bass, every song's on bass or on keys, and also on Pro Drums, then I think you're really gonna like Rock Band 3. Pro Drums is actually really exciting because people that have totally mastered expert are really gonna love this feature because it really makes you feel like a drummer. You have cymbals in your kit, or you can go out and buy these cymbals. You are actually forced to play the cymbals when they play the cymbals at the right times in the right place. It really immerses you in the experience more. You feel more like a drummer. And it's actually not even only for expert players. If you want to come in on easy and actually play pro drums, we have all the difficulty levels established. It's actually really fun because you're playing up on the hi-hat, You're playing down on the snare, and it feels more like a kit than ever before. And I don't think any other game on the market has that kind of feeling on the drums. And this works for all songs we've ever done. So it's from songs on Rock Band 3 to everything you have in your back catalog. So the great thing about Rock Band Pro is if you're interested in it, you can go and you can like get this new immersive experience. But Rock Band 3 is everything for everyone. Everybody that wants to keep playing on their instruments that they already have, we have enhanced new features and new gameplay for you. So it's up to you where you decide you want to take this.